Yo, 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 what is going on, IK Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we are back again, giving you some more quality IK goodness. What I'd love to touch on actually today is a new event. So there is the New Year's Eve event, or I guess better yet, the New Year gift event specifically. And it is interesting when we take a look at the event, and we're going to dive through 3 of the tabs that are here now for it lasting. It looks like about five plus more days. But as always, before we get started, make sure you guys sub, like, ring the notification bell, and of course, if you want to join and be a part of our conversation, you can hit up our Discord, which you can find in the pinned comment and description down below. Okay, so we got the New Year gift event. What is going on with this event? And how is it shaping up? I wanted to cover this as we usually always cover seasonal events, and we just kind of give our thoughts and our feedback on how they are. Most of you know I have a pretty love-hate relationship with seasonal events. There have only ever been, out of all of them since beta, I'd say 2 to 3 that have really been great. The very first ever Christmas event they did was absolutely fantastic. I believe it was the Easter event last year that I thought was another quality seasonal event, and then I almost want to say there was one more outside of it. Someone can probably remind me in the comments, but at least those 2 are ones that come to mind. And my view on seasonal events has always been, at least have one tier where you make everything right, essentially all of the rewards, or at least one tier worth of rewards, right, where you allow for, some of the best rewards. Or you can make an argument and say all of the ideal best rewards, but you just have a limited amount. And that is something that every player can get. Then maybe you have a higher tier amount that you do on top of that, and that can be something that people would pay for, right? And when I look at the New Year event, right, first and foremost, I do love how they are. I mean, if you just look at the 7-day period, it's nothing but philo stones and green gems, right? I mean, this is, if you look at this 7-day period, this is probably the best 7-day seasonal event that they've probably done so far. Then we look at the New Year Strategic Reserve, right? This is just basically how you get the materials along with the New Year's cards, right? This is pretty basic. It's your gathering, collecting from your production resources or your production buildings in the city, and then attacking gnomes and bosses. Then we get to the New Year Redemption, right, which is the reward screen. And this is really what we want to focus on, right? Here's all the rewards that they have, right? So you got the Epic Immortal chest you can choose. You got the 100 Dragon chest. We got the Territory teleports, 10 philo stones, right? You got 2,500 AP. You got 250 stamina. We got 30 hours worth of speed ups there. You got 10 medium optional chests. You got 30 more hours, right? So 60 hours of speed ups total, right? So I mean, you pretty much have kind of creme de la creme, right? Only thing they're missing here is like the elite optional chest, right? But you still get the chance here of choosing, and this actually isn't bad because you get the choice of choosing Attila, Saladin, El Cid, Alexander, right? So this is actually, if you think about this as a free-to-play, this is actually an option, an opportunity for you to get immortals that you normally wouldn't get because they're gated, right? So we go to daily deals, and you can see here that these 4 immortals you have to get from paying money, right, in those to accumulate, right? So these mystery pearls, which you would then use the pearls to accumulate shards to unlock. Excuse me, we are killing it tonight. Oh gosh. So in short, what I will say is that here in the badge redeem event, right, for the New Year Redemption, I do love that they are giving us again, finally, right, I will say that, rewards where we can get everything, right? And it seems that the pace will most likely be, and again, I've only been doing, I mean, I've barely done any participation, right? I haven't really had to overinvest anything. And I've already got more tickets here for the top prize, right? Everything else probably I'll be able to do in the next couple days, but well before the time runs out is my anticipation. Do I love that they are giving more rewards to the everyday player in these seasonal events? Of course. Do I also have a kind of hint of skepticism and just caution that, or maybe even more so, just a realistic expectation that this is kind of a kickback of sorts because of all the level increases, right? This is just potentially something else that maybe they're doing, right? Maybe it wasn't intended that way, but it feels that way, right? Because again, everyone here, if you watch my content, you know how I feel about the max level increases, right? I've talked about this before. I just very much so feel that it was way too early for them to increase those. And so I look at an event like this, and yeah, I think it's great. I think they should be doing this consistently for every seasonal event. But it's hard to get this inkling, right? It's like your spider senses are tingling, and I just can't help but feel that this is just a little bit of a kickback, right? It's like, hey, here's a little bit of a pinky extension, right? Like, here's a little pinky extension to give you a little bit of something, even though we've increased the max levels by 10, going to 50. So, but again, all in all, again, this is great that this is happening for this event. I hope and wish they continue this trend going forward. But if we look at history has shown us thus far in Infinity Kingdom, when they do seasonal events, right? It's more seasonal events that are what I feel kind of more so heavily gated, where you don't have an opportunity to get these and you kind of have to pay for some of these higher rewards, versus what we're seeing here in this event, where they have all of the ideal rewards available to you as a free-to-play. I just think that in these cases, right, and you can tell, like, they're doing the bare minimum, right? They're not going to necessarily come out and give you like 2 of these. However, what I would say is that, again, this is kind of, it goes back to what I was saying, like, have the investment scale appropriately. Right, if you're going to add 2 of these chests, then increase the price. Right, make these 1,000 each or something. Right, 800 each. Right, make it so that way if you want to get these, you really have to be on daily, and you have to do your average daily rewards. You'd have to basically burn all your AP every day across a 24-hour period, and then potentially more. Right, a little more than that as well. If you want to get everything here, right. And so again, these are just some ideas that they can do and then what you do is you just have another set of rewards. You keep these like this. You have another set of rewards, and those are for ones that require for you to pay. And that way, you're at minimum giving your free-to-play base, right, one of everything that they could get. And you're also appealing to the people that maybe want to spend a little bit in the event just to get a little bit more, right? You can still have the best of both worlds. And I hope that this is something that IK will look at and say, you know what, giving these away is not really going to change, the rate of progression at anything drastic. And so with that being said, those are my thoughts. I, again, will leave the question to you. What do you think about the New Year event? What do you think about the redemption? What do you think about them giving us access to more rewards? And are you happy, but you're still kind of a little cautious about it because of the trend? Do you think that maybe with them increasing levels, we're probably going to start seeing more of these types of events where they're giving away more and just better overall rewards to the free-to-play base? Does this just kind of feel like a little bit of a kickback to you, right? Like a kind of a little bit of, I don't want to say salty, but just kind of feels a little like that, right? Where you might just not be fully convinced in that sense, right? I'm very interested to see and hear what people think. If your opinion aligns with mine, if it differs, why not? Let me know anything and everything in those comments down below. That is it for me, and as always, until next time, we will catch y'all later.